Hi, do you ever get stuck for what colours to put together when you're making your scrapbook pages or your cards? Because I know I do. And if, like me, you struggle, on my website there's a free resource, which is what I want to talk to you about today, and it's called the Colour Coach. So if you go to my applelover53.co.uk website, click on the shop/Stampin' Up tab, and down at the bottom you'll see Colour Coach. All these colours are all the colours that Stampin' Up do. So, you know, the neutrals, the regals, the brights, the subtles. And these are available to print free in a PDF document, and they're on A4 sheets. Now you could keep them like that, keep them in a binder or put them in, you know, plastic sleeve protectors, but they have got dotted lines on them and you can cut them up. I've cut mine up with my paper trimmer and I've just got them in stacks. So this is the Regal Stack. I've just put a piece of card dividing them. That's just for me. Brights and subtles, and at the back I've got this year's 2019-2021 in colours. And basically, if you want to use a particular colour, you look in here for that colour and it will give you ideas of what colour goes with it. So for instance, the top one is real red. So if I wanted to make a card or a scrapbook page that was predominantly real red based, then the colours that it's giving me as a guide are Coastal Cabana, Old Olive, Highland Heather, Crushed Curry, Soft Suede, Pear Pizzazz. So if I just pick another one at random, Flirty Flamingo. So it's telling me here that Gorgeous Grape, Night of Navy, Daffodil Delight, Old Olive, Merry Merlot and Soft Suede would all go nicely with Flirty Flamingo. So I recently wanted to make a card for somebody, and I wanted to use the birds from the Free as a Bird stamp set. I was going to colour my branch in a neutral colour, which I'll show you in a minute, and I knew that I wanted to use green on the leaves. So I chose one of my blends and I went with light Old Olive, and that was the colour I was going to use to colour in the leaves once I'd stamped this design out. So I came to my Colour Coach and looked for Old Olive. Now, according to Old Olive, the colours that go with it would be Blackberry Bliss, Balmy Blue, Flirty Flamingo, Poppy Parade, Sahara Sand and Pacific Point. And I wanted to do some colouring with my blends, and I've not got all these colours in my blends. So the colours that I chose were Flirty Flamingo and Balmy Blue. So that gave me my starting point. I knew I was going to colour the leaves in the Old Olive. I knew that I was going to colour the branch in a neutral, which I chose light Crumb Cake. So from there, the other colours that I wanted to introduce to this card were Flirty Flamingo and Balmy Blue. So now I want to show you the elements that I've cut, and then I'll put this card together and we'll see how it looks. So I've got a piece of thick Whisper White A4 card, which I've cut straight down the middle on the short side, scored and folded. And I'm going to have my card in this orientation. So I've got together some elements. So basically I've taken a piece of Balmy Blue from our 6x6 subtle stack, which is double-sided. I could have used either side. To bring in the green for the Old Olive, I've taken a piece of Old Olive card, which is 1/2 inch wide, and I've just stuck it to the back of the Balmy Blue. And I added a piece of this scallop lace trim, which is part of the Bird Ballad suite, which goes with the Free as a Bird stamp set. So I wrapped the lace around across my green card, and then sandwiched it in between the Balmy Blue and the green. So this is what I'm thinking of doing. Then I took a 2 1/4 inch circle, which I cut in Flirty Flamingo, and I added some black dash lines with one of our Stampin' Up journaling pens. Again, to kind of tie in with the design, because I stamped my design in black Tuxedo Memento ink, which is this one. This works with blends. And then I coloured in my birds, so I've used the neutral crumb cake on the branch. I've coloured my birds in balmy blue, my leaves in the old olive, and the little flowers in Flirty Flamingo. And then just for good measure, I grabbed one of our pearlised doilies. All these items will all be available in my Stampin' Up shop, and I will leave a list of the products I've used under the video for you. But this really was more that I wanted to make a card and I wasn't sure what colours to do, so I'm using the Colour Coach as my guide. So I'm going to put some adhesive on this and stick this down using Snail for this. So I'm going to put that on there. I think I'm going to put the doily there. I'm going to pop this circle up on dimensionals. Just in the centre of the doily, and then this I'm going to stick across here, but I'm going to put glue on this side and dimensionals on this side to give it the height to match this. So I'm using regular dimensionals here, and I'm just going to put a mini dimensional there. I'm going to put some snail on these parts. So I think I'm going to put this something like that. Then obviously I can put my greeting there. I'm just going to turn this over and snip this away by using the edge of the card. And then to finish it off, I'm going to use some glitter enamel dots. Now these are not in the exact same colour, I don't think, this green, but all our colours tend to work together, so I think this should be fine. So I'm just going to scatter some of these around. These are self-adhesive, so and then I think I will add some Wink of Stella. Just to give it a little bit of sparkle, which you probably won't see in the video, but it will be there, and trust me, it will look lovely. So that's my card. I'll try and give you a close-up. So that's the card I made using the colours from the Colour Coach. So as I say, this is a free resource on my website, so go and print it off, have a go. Leave me a message underneath the video if you're going to try it. And hopefully you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.